Hey guys, it's your best boxing friends. I'm Kelsey, this is Rachel. We're back for round 2 today because we missed 2 days in a row for various reasons. But listen, Rachel, I wanted to talk to you about something I saw on the Twitter sphere, on Twitter. We got Leonard Oliver, who I guess is some bigwig in Mayweather Promotions. Anyway, it boils down to this. People want to see Gervonta Davis fight Tevin Farmer, right? And so you've got 2 different ways that can happen. Tevin Farmer could go from DAZN to fight on one of the PBC channels. Okay, let's do that. Or Gervonta Davis could go from his PBC affiliation channels and fight on DAZN. Okay, let's do that. And so we got basically each side saying, well, this is how much money we have, this is how much money we have. And what Leonard Oliver is saying is, DAZN, I don't care how much money you have, I don't care if it's $5 million, which is exponentially more than these other people offer, we're not going to fight on your little app. Don't you think that's a little ridiculous, Rachel?
Is that what he said?
Yeah. Is that app like too small for Canelo Alvarez, who's clearly the biggest like star outside of Mayweather and Pacquiao in the sport today?
Well, I mean, that just, if that's what he said, if he was like that little app, as if like DAZN is nothing,
yeah,
and just some obscure, streaming service, then it's really a reflection on him of being out of touch.
How are you already out of touch, Leonard? We got to keep with the program. I don't think he's out of touch. I think that promoters,
maybe he has some kind of
managers
towards DAZN.
I think that they don't. I think that while everybody says, "Oh yeah, our fighter will fight anyway," they don't want Gervonta Davis to fight Tevin Farmer because it's a risk.
This is not really anything to do about platforms, but more about.
We don't want to fight this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. I absolutely believe that Gervonta Davis totally wants to fight Tevin Farmer, and that's awesome. But I say that the people around these people is the problem. They're the people that don't want to put their guy, their financial cash cow, into the ring with a guy who might give him trouble. I think that that's a great fight. There's a lot of really great fights, 130 pounds. We have 4 really good belt holders, and then we have guys like O'Shaquie Foster who are coming out that look just as good as the belt holders and maybe better. Guys that are in this division, let's see them fight each other though. Why do we have to see these one-off fights between this good guy and this lesser guy? I'm sick of it. I want to see Gervonta Davis and Tevin Farmer fight, Rachel. How can we make it happen?
Well, I think when we ask for it, when we talk about it, but I think overall, in general, across all of life, this would ring true. Like, people are better served if you don't let pride get the best of you. And so I feel like part of that quote from Leonard Oliver seems to be kind of prideful and turns like kind of inward.
Yeah.
And then
I met Leonard Oliver once a long time ago before I was a boxing writer. He was nice to me, so I always gave him the benefit of the doubt. But then when I see the stuff that he tweets about, I'm like, this guy, man, what is he talking about? Like, it's clearly...
Yeah. I will point out that somebody's social media personality can be very different from who they are as a person.
That's true.
So we do sometimes in life only see people on a social media outlet, and we think that represents the entire person. But I can guarantee you, and I think you can go ahead and this in your own life. Think of somebody that you know on social media, and then take somebody that you also know in real life. Is their social media persona, is that all of them? Some people work really hard to be authentic and all of themselves, maybe on their social media. But I think most people just go to it however they go to it. And like we have a friend who, I don't know, okay, let's say this. Do you know that family member you have that leans really far one way politically?
I got lots of those, and it's both ways.
In real life, you know this person, and like they have all these interests. They have all these like things they bring to the table in a relationship. But oh my gosh, you can't ever go to their social media feed.
Don't go on Facebook.
Because it makes them seem awful. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, like this isn't even true. You're not even sharing true things. Like it's really, so all I say is that, but it can be frustrating, and I think it's important for each of us to know that about our social media accounts. Like, hey, go look at your own feed every once in a while and go like, what does this make me look like? So maybe Leonard Oliver should go look at his own Twitter feed once in a while and be like, what kind of picture does this paint about me? You know?
Well, I've been there, Leonard. I mean, I had a whole Kelsey McCarson the Kelsey McCarthy Twitter handle, I had to delete that thing because I was like, I got to start over. I can't come back to this. This is insane. You know, you don't want to read your stuff and be like, gosh, I'm an ass. So, like, I've been through that. But I'm just saying that I want to see the best fight the best. The 4 title holders at 130 are Miguel Berchelt, Tevin Farmer, Gervonta Davis, and Jamel Herring. All of them are really awesome stories, right? You've got Berchelt, who's just an offensive machine. I'm not sure he moves his head enough. Man, when you move your hands that fast, that many times, it doesn't really matter. Gervonta Davis might be the future star of the entire boxing world. He looks that good. Tevin Farmer, how many guys lose so many fights earlier in their career, learn on the go, and become a world champion? Not that many. And then Jamel Herring, of course, he was an Olympic team member. He also is a war veteran. He was in the Marine Corps. We got a seriously awesome guy, a guy who also suffered a loss or two early in his career, came back to win the title. These are all guys I want to see fight each other. And then, our guy, Rashaki Foster, who trains here in Houston, another guy who lost some early fights because he wasn't quite all the way in it, had an extensive amateur background, though, was in the Olympic trials and almost won the Olympics at age 17. This guy's got a lot of talent, he's a really great fighter. I want to see all these guys fight each other, but we can't do that if we're not being honest, right? If there's enough money on the table, and it seems like somewhere there is, one of you, Tevin Farmer, Gervonta Davis, is just going to have to be like, you know what, I'm just going to go fight on this other network and get this thing done because I believe I'm the best fighter in the division and I want to show it.
Yeah, and that's the way things happen, and you can't live in a place of scarcity. And I think sometimes fighters get to a certain point where they don't feel so desperate anymore, and then they start trying to hold on to whatever placement they have in the boxing, universe. And the tighter you hold on to something, the harder it is to keep it.
Yeah.
You got to just let go of that whole scarcity thing.
We don't live in scarcity here at Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel. We believe that there's enough subscribers for everybody. We don't want you we don't worry about who else you're subscribed to. We appreciate when you like, comment, and subscribe to our show. And if you want to just go the extra mile, yeah, definitely unsubscribe from other people. Because there ain't enough of you. What?
You know what is scarce in the McCarthy household?
Money.
Hot water.
Oh, I turned it back on.
Okay. We've been without hot water for a couple weeks. And so all I'm saying is that it turned on, and now we turned it, but we called the plumber out, paid the plumber, then it was gone again. Kelsey's now turned it back on. All I'm saying is,
I've got a theory on how
if you like, comment, and subscribe.
If you want to do the 4th thing, come over here and fix our water heater. Because we already paid somebody to do it, it ain't fixed.
Or like, comment, and subscribe, and just, know that you're brightening Rachel's day, who has, gone without hot water for a while.
Yeah. Luckily, Rachel lives in Houston, so it's not like she's dealing with cold water.
Right. But if I had to take a shower at night,
it's still not cold.
It is. Because I turned on the cold water last night.
I think
when I
here's something else
my
you
face,
can do.
And it was
if
cold.
any of you live in a place like Wisconsin where it gets cold, have Rachel come stay with you and show her what cold water is.
No, I think people are entitled to feel whatever they feel wherever they are. Comparison is not an effective and helpful tool in life. Yes, you might be more accustomed to or know what really cold water is, and that's fine. But I don't live in Wisconsin. I live in Texas, and this is what cold water is to me.
Let's just decide it. Let's just decide this by.
You know what? I won't give you a hard time when you complain about it being 92 outside. Okay.
Let's just do a relative quick thing. The fastest way to decide who's right is what's your favorite NFL team?
What is that?
What is your favorite NFL?
Green Bay Packers.
Oh, okay. Well, then you should go by Wisconsin water.
That doesn't make any sense. That's just nonsense.
Yeah, totally works.